Cabinet scheduled to meet today, likely to consider a proposal to promulgate the ordinance for implementing the food security bill. KV Thomas says all UPLIs, including the NCP, are on board on the issue.
The rift widens between the JDU and the BJP as Bihar JDU leaders indicate parting ways with BJP after Modi's elevation. Sharad Yadav, however, says no final decision taken so far. BJP says it's in favor of the coalition.
jdu-nda says it's open to joining a third front or a federal front, as they're calling it now, of regional parties. Mamata Banerjee speaks to Nitish Kumar on formation of a federal front.
Government agrees to let CBI question the former Coal Secretary H.C. Gupta in coal block allocation case. Gupta was the head of the committee that allocated mining rights to the private firms.
CBI files an application in the 2004 Ishrat Jahan fake encounter case to declare absconding accused IPS officer P.P. Pandey as proclaimed offender.
Veteran Congress leader V.C. Shukla cremated with full state honour in Raipur. Shukla succumbed to his bullet injury sustained in the deadly Naxal attack in Chhattisgarh last month.
President Pranab Mukherjee expresses concern over country's economy but maintains that there is no cause for despondency on it now.
Global outrage against U.S. administration on disclosures about global snooping in the cyber world by America. India says violation of its privacy laws are unacceptable.
Rupee makes smart recovery after flirting with the 59-level mark, reverses a falling trend to settle at 57.79. RBI intervenes as banks and exporters sell dollar to control dollar demand.
Rating agency Fitch revises India's credit outlook to stable from negative, takes note of measures taken by the government to contain the budget deficit.
Good news for consumers. Retail inflation falls for the third straight month, stands at 9.31% in May.
In its first disinvestment of the current fiscal year, government decides to sell 9.33% stake in Metals and Minerals Trading Corporation of India. Aims to raise 600 crore rupees through the stake sale.
India's oldest communication services, the Telegram, to be a thing of the past. BSNL decides to discontinue the 160-year-old Telegram service from the 15th of next month.
India and Bangladesh to work together to resolve issues related to Teesta water sharing deal. India is also giving $200 million as grant to Bangladesh government.
A general strike begins in Greece in protest at the government's move to shut state broadcaster ERT with loss of nearly 2,700 jobs.
U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry says the United States is considering options to aid the Syrian opposition. At least 80,000 people have been killed in Syria so far.
Iranians to go to polls in the nation's 11th presidential election tomorrow. Over 66,000 polling stations will be set up across the country. 6 presidential candidates in fray on the final day of campaign.
South African President Jacob Zuma says Nelson Mandela is responding better to the treatment for a lung infection. 94-year-old former president is being treated at a hospital in Pretoria.
In the ICC Champions Trophy match between Australia and New Zealand, it's called off due to wet ground conditions after a heavy downpour. New Zealand to take on Sri Lanka today.
Rain bring respite from the scorching heat and humidity in the Delhi and the NCR, bringing the temperatures down.